a little hair tutorial video for you guys today so that when competition season comes, we all know how to do our hair and we're ready when we get to meets. Yay. Okay, so first thing is I usually recommend that you do hair when it's a little bit dirty. So don't wash it the day of the competition. I would wash it at the most maybe the night before, and then make sure it's really dry when you do the hair. So I usually like to do a section at the front for like face framing hair, so like bangs, or if you just have shorter hair at the front that's going to be kind of hard to get into a ponytail, I like to do a little inside out braid right here. So I'll usually section this off. Make sure you have a really nice clean part because you want it to look really nice when you put it up into the bun. Can you hold this for a second? So I'm gonna braid this part. Since I'm not gonna be braiding this part, I'm gonna just do a low ponytail to get it out of the way. So I like to do an inside out braid, which is just personal preference. You guys can do kind of whatever you want. You can do regular French braid. You can twist it up and back if that's easier for you. And you can usually do this part when they're sitting, so like if you're getting ready for the competition and they're eating breakfast, this is a good time to do this front part. It's not really gonna hurt, especially if you have kids that are tender-headed. Just wanna make sure it's nice and tight so it looks clean.
Begin to show.
You can see this is a little bit dark for her hair color, so if you have really dark brown hair, you can use black and brownish hair ties, and if you're blonde, it's better if you use the blonde hair ties and the blonde bobby pins because it's going to blend in a little better. We don't want to see your hair ties and we don't want to see your bobby pins. Okay, so for the actual bun, what you want to do is first brush it into a ponytail, and this is a little low right now. I'm going to make it higher once I get it all up there.
And the cracks begin to show.
So we usually like to do a higher ponytail for this. You want the bun to be sort of up here. You can see this isn't a perfect ponytail yet. That's okay because we haven't tied it in. So this is when I start to do a little bit of hairspray. So yeah, have them cover their face. Hairspray, and then brush it through. And yeah, hairspray, hold please, and brush it through. And this is because you really don't want flyaways. You don't want baby hairs. You want crunchy hair. And then I'm gonna do the bottom. And we will hairspray again later, but this is just our initial brush through. So then I have most of it. So like I was saying, you want to do a nice high ponytail and you want it to be tight. So I know some of the girls are tender-headed. They're not gonna like this part. Please make it tight anyways because they're gonna be tumbling, they're gonna be vaulting, And doing your hair again in the middle of a competition is way more stressful, especially for the girls when they're trying to warm up. So when I have a lot of hair, does this feel okay? Like this, sometimes I'll do a second hair tie if it feels like they have a really thick ponytail. She's okay with one. So there's a couple different things you can do now. You can twist into a bun, but make sure it's nice and tight. And then I start to twist it around, and then as I twist it around, I make sure it's getting tighter and tighter right there. And you're gonna hair tie it one more time. We might use another hair tie, we'll see. Now there's a couple different things you can do. If your kid has layers, you can put a hairnet around this part to kind of pull those in a little bit more, and you'll have to wrap that hairnet around a couple times. Or you can braid it and then put it into a bun. So from here, I'm gonna throw in some bobby pins. It's really important that we use like these kind of bobby pins because the bigger bobby pins that they sell for like ballet hair and things like that are just not tight enough and they will not stay in. The smaller bobby pins aren't going to go far enough into the bun to keep it up. So I just put them in around the bottom and make sure I get the ends of her ponytail. And you can push it in along parallel to their scalp so you're not actually stabbing them. You don't want to poke them in the head. That is no fun. So all along the bottom. And then I'll do a couple more through the top. So kind of higher up. Just through this middle part, because sometimes it likes to explode a little. So normally I would hairspray a little bit of the ponytail as I twist it up. It's okay. And then we come back to this little guy. So then you can just twist it around the bottom of this bun. And you can take another bobby pin and you can pin that bottom part in. Right in here. Or if you want to get a hair tie, you can do that also. You probably take like 2 bobby pins. You're going to want to buy a lot of bobby pins before competitions start. And then we'll do more hairspray. And if they have little flyaways at the bottom here, which she doesn't, but some kids will, you can always twist those up and kind of bobby pin across the bottom in like a little X shape, like that. It'll trap them up in there so they don't fall out during competition. And then the last part is a scrunchie. So you put the scrunchie around. You can do it one time and you go wiggle your head, shake back and forth. If it feels good, then you can leave it. If it feels a little wiggly, you can always double the scrunchie up. I think it looks nicer when it's just one. And then if you want to throw some extra gel in there or sparkly hairspray, you can. But now she's competition ready. Oh, it's so beautiful.